Chandler is absolutely not wasting a single second getting to work. You can already feel the intensity building as the historic fight card at the White House has now officially been announced and confirmed. Chandler has already begun preparing for his upcoming showdown against Mauricio Ruffy. This is exactly the kind of fight that gets people talking. Known throughout his career for his relentlessly aggressive pace and his willingness to step into the cage with literally anyone, Chandler appears ready to bring absolute chaos to this extraordinary fight card. When you factor in Ruffy's explosive striking and dangerous knockout power, this matchup has all the makings of a true firecracker from the opening bell. It's the type of fight that keeps fans on the edge of their seats the moment these two warriors touch gloves. Former UFC champion and analyst Michael Bisping recently pointed out something very significant. According to him, Chandler has finally ended his long and frustrating wait on the sidelines. For months, Chandler had been patiently holding out for a huge showdown with the biggest star in the sport, Conor McGregor. Unfortunately, that fight never came to fruition, reportedly due to issues on McGregor's side. Bisping explained that McGregor himself has said he doesn't need a particular event or fight card to generate massive numbers. Whenever McGregor fights, the pay-per-view numbers explode regardless of what else is happening on the card. After waiting what felt like forever for that opportunity and the famous red panty night, Chandler is now completely focused on his confirmed showdown with Ruffy at the historic White House card. Bisping made it clear that this opportunity is something Chandler fully deserves after all the patience and dedication he has shown. At the same time, Paddy Pimblett pointed out something really interesting about the situation. He explained that Ruffy isn't exactly the opponent Chandler had originally been waiting for during all those months on the sidelines. Chandler had spent a long time hoping for the massive payday that would come with a fight against McGregor. But Pimblett believes this matchup could still be incredibly important for Chandler's career. A victory over Ruffy could quickly push Chandler back toward the top 10 of the stacked lightweight division and put him back into serious contention. At the same time, this fight is also a huge opportunity for Ruffy himself. Defeating a veteran like Chandler would instantly add a massive name to his resume and elevate his status in the division. Pimblett described the matchup as a very competitive scrap that could realistically go either way when these two step into the octagon. However, he admitted he slightly leans toward Ruffy, believing that youth and timing might give the Brazilian fighter a small edge. Former champion and Olympic gold medalist Henry Cejudo didn't hesitate to make a bold prediction. Cejudo believes that when Ruffy meets Chandler inside the cage, the fight could end in dramatic fashion. He specifically predicted that Ruffy might score a knockout, pointing to the Brazilian's dangerous striking ability and creative combinations as the key factor. Cejudo even revealed that when he spoke directly with Ruffy, the fighter was already confidently explaining the exact setup and sequence he believes could lead to the finish. That level of preparation and visualization shows just how seriously Ruffy is approaching this fight. Although wrestling has historically been one of the most dominant styles in mixed martial arts, Cejudo still expects something spectacular to happen on the feet. Cejudo doubled down on his prediction, saying that sometimes you can just feel when a fighter is going to finish the job. He pointed out an important tactical detail: Chandler doesn't wrestle nearly as much as he used to earlier in his career. Even when he decides to take the fight to the ground, he can sometimes lose control and end up in chaotic scrambles. Meanwhile, Ruffy has shown clear improvements in his ability to scramble and get back to his feet during grappling exchanges. That development could become a major factor if the fight hits the mat at any point. If that happens, the Brazilian could have a real opportunity to shift the momentum and possibly deliver the dramatic finish many people are now predicting.